After the rough battle on the planet of Crait in the desert, and also after Kylo Ren killed Skywalker, Kylo orders the troops to storm into a dark cave. Cautious from his rivals, Kylo tells them to find mystical items, abandon weapons, but not to revive Palpatine with the spell of Masters. However, all soldiers turned on Kylo Ren and pointed their guns at him. Smiling sadistically, General Hux reveals Ren that he paid the troops to listen only to him, and Hux, as the new Supreme Leader, ordered the troops to use the spell, and therefore revive a true Master of Darkness. After Hux and his minions chant the spell, Palpatine awakes. Palpatine thanks Hux for doing the work, but warns him that Skywalker's legacy is very strong. To which Hux answers he is not a weak person, and he will do whatever it takes to rebuild the Galactic Empire. Hux and Palpatine, together with Kylo Ren, walk into Hux's new mothership, which is known for being the biggest vehicle of all, able to destroy 3 planets with one precise strike. Kylo looked angrily at Hux, starting to feel jealous of Hux's new role as the Galactic Empire's new Supreme Leader. Palpatine asks Kylo why he seems to be very disturbed. Kylo angrily asks Palpatine why he can never complete his legacy and rule the galaxy under his own visions and destinies. Palpatine scolds at Ren that he is weak, falling for the trickery of a simple girl and not being able to complete Vader's legacy. Kylo walked angrily to his room in the mothership. Meanwhile, Hux ordered his lieutenants to prepare weapons of mass destruction for the next 2 hours, so he can then strike the rebel base on Katu. Meanwhile, inside the base in Katu, Finn, Rey, and Poe have lots of fun. Suddenly, they see the mothership. Finn knew what it means, so he convinced Rey and Poe to run into the spaceship and fly it fast immediately. The trio escape, and after them, other lucky Resistance members also flew their own ships, all before Hux ordered to fire, and the rebel base, along with the entire planet of Katu, it all exploded into small pieces. Poe revealed Rey and Finn that he received a letter from a secret mole in the First Order's high command. Kylo Ren contacts Rey with visions from the Force. In Rey's vision, Ren told her that she doesn't know what's coming next. Rey tells Ren that she's on his way to kill him and end the Galactic Empire's reign of terror. As the ship entered Hux's mothership through an open entrance to Hux's mothership, the ship lands on a pad, and when Rey, Finn, and Poe walk out and walk on the mothership safely, Princess Leia contacts Rey via hologram, wishing her good luck, but telling her to spare the mole in Hux's forces. Suddenly, Rey turns around, and she is shocked to see Kylo Ren. Ren reveals that he is the mole, and as he leads them through a safe and empty passage, Rey asks Ren why he's helping them, reminding Ren that he doesn't deserve sympathy. Ren answered that he is only doing it to take the power over the Galactic Empire back by getting rid of Hux. As the stormtroopers came, they handcuffed Rey, Poe, and Finn, but they also arrest Kylo for his betrayal. Inside a dark room, Hux walks out of the dark shadows with a gun pointed at Ren. Out of hatred and jealousy, Ren shouts at Hux for being weak, threatening to tell Palpatine the truth of how weak Hux is. Hux then said that weakness is not being able to cope with your own need of supremacy and power. Hux shoots Ren in the head, ordering the troops to bring them to Palpatine. The trio of heroes are escorted into a dark throne room, in which Palpatine awaits for them. Palpatine tells Hux to let Rey lose if she wants to fight fair. Hux laughs and lets Rey go loose. Palpatine gives Rey a Sith lightsaber, asking if she knows to use the Sith. TIE battle occurs, and after a while, she managed to use Sith power on Palpatine. Palpatine congratulates her for being a Sith Lord, revealing that he was her uncle, and that her parents tried to hide her away when she was a baby, leaving her for her own good in Jakku. Rey was shocked, and she asked Palpatine who killed her parents, both sad and angry. Hux reveals that he is her mother's killer, and he ordered his men to dispose of her if she doesn't tell him where Rey is. Rey angrily calls both Hux and Palpatine monsters. Poe, however, uses his lightsaber to open up his chains as he then released Finn. Finn, Rey, and Poe manage to enter a TIE fighter and escape from the Empire's wrath. Finn tells Rey inside the vehicle he has something which he wanted to reveal Rey a long time ago. Rey smiles. Finn and Rey then kiss each other, as Poe tells them with humor to save romance for after Palpatine is gone for good. Hux then asks Palpatine if he wants to send TIE fighters after the rebels. Palpatine says there's no need for it, as now Palpatine is stronger than ever. He ordered Hux to prepare all Imperial ships for an apocalyptic confrontation with the light side of the Force and whoever supports it. However, when Hux watches from behind him how the stormtroopers are brutally murdering an innocent man in front of his own baby, Hux remembers how he killed his own father and regretted that incident or his entire life. Hux orders the troops to stop, but Palpatine scolds at him for being a weak, useless brat before General Ruffles, the new High Commander of the Galactic Empire, enters the scene and reveals he has bigger plans for the Jedi's end. Ruffles shoots Hux and tells his lieutenants to prepare all cannons and munitions. Palpatine escapes by using a TIE fighter before the mothership under Ruffles' commands fired at Skari a gigantic beam of laser, destroying the entire planet within minutes and killing millions of innocent people. Palpatine goes back to the cave and unleashes powers from crystals, turning Palpatine into a crystallized elemental, able to commit any type of dark magic. Rey came into the cave and confronted him. Palpatine laughs, telling her that a scavenger girl does not get a happy ending. Rey warns Palpatine not to underestimate his rival. The two had a lightsaber duel until Palpatine used a crystallized lightning beam to injure her. Rey tried to run into Palpatine with her sword and kill him, but he uses the Force powers to lift her up in the air right in front of him so he can force choke her to death. Palpatine reveals that he staged the First Order and that he used the crystals to possess, corrupt, and mutate an innocent alien humanoid who, because of all that, turned into Snoke. Rey screams out of pain. Meanwhile, the rebels, led by Finn and Poe, enter the area with their space vehicles, madding around Ruffles' mothership. The generals are all scared of what's coming, but Ruffles told them not to just stand here, ordering them to fire at all threatening ships from all cannons. Poe parks his TIE fighter vehicle on top of the mothership's roof, and after he unplugged Ruffles' shield generator, Ruffles came from behind and pointed a gun at Poe. Finn is still in his vehicle, and he uses laser cannons to shoot Ruffles. After Finn successfully kills Ruffles, he shoots another beam of laser at the ship's engine, causing the gigantic mothership to fall and explode next to a few other Imperial ships. The rest of the Imperial army retreats to avoid consequences. Back to the cave, Rey struggles to try and win the battle. Rey then has a vision of Luke, telling her that he is still alive. Rey gains hope, and she throws her lightsaber straight into Palpatine's chest as it strikes his heart and causes Palpatine to dissolve into dust and fiery sparkles. Rey feels relieved, promising to do what it takes to build a better galaxy with only Jedi being used, and no Sith or any form of evil. The whole galaxy celebrates as Rey stands on a mountain on the planet of Wadi Wi, watching the fireworks which cover the entire galaxy and sky with sparkling joy.